on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. It's Hill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hill looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Hill. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again is Hill. Again it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Logan Wilson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And Hill's throw complete there to Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 67 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Hill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Hill. Quick completion here to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hill. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Hill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Saints 7. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Hill. Going deep here for Landry. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill. He finds his man Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hill now operating for the red zone. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Saints 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air again. Hill. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, Hill. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Hill. Forced out to his left. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. Touchdown! Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and it cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Steps away to his left. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action with Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's to Chase, he's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10. Hill again. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints.
Hill throwing once more. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Hill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play action. It's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. On 2nd and 10, Hill, and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hill looks to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bengals.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Burrow on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 65, Saints 17. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
22 yards. First down, Bengals.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Cincinnati.
Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And
as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.